So today's video is going to be a what I put in my kid's backpack. You're probably wondering why my kids have a backpack, but actually it is very useful and I'm going to show you why. We don't always do school at home. Sometimes we have to be on the go. Sometimes we are in the middle of something or in the middle of school and have to leave for an appointment, or sometimes we are going to dinner or going on a car ride that is quite a long way, and so my kids need something to do. So I want to start off by saying I am using their backpacks from last year because one, they still like them, and two, they are still in really good condition since we don't always use backpacks. So let's fill these up, shall we? So I did go ahead and buy each of my kids a new binder. And inside the binder, I decided this year I'm gonna hold their crayons and markers and everything they need inside of here. And it will be still their binder book. And it's just filled with everything I want them to learn, as well as some fun little activities, and I can always switch them out just by pulling up, taking out the papers, and putting in different ones. I also got them a new folder, so that way if they have any worksheets that we need to keep to turn in at the end of the year, it is all together and I can just take this binder and hand it off to the person that we do our assessments with. And their binders will be stuff we use not only when we are out and about, but during the school days as well. Okay. Next up is these activity books. Now, they did have these activity books last year. I am keeping it in there because they actually have not read all the books in here, nor did they do all the activities in here. So these are going to go in because when they're done with their binders, they can work on these as well. Okay, next up is their bags of essentials, as I like to say. They do have some hand sanitizer. My daughter has 2 hair ties because you just never know when you need a hair tie. Actually, so there's hand sanitizer, 2 hair ties, chapstick, tissues, and a collapsible brush with a mirror. So this one goes in with my daughters. And for my son, he has tissues, hand sanitizer, chapstick, and a comb as well as a brush. Now those bags filled with stuff that I just showed you, along with these two things, are definitely what I consider to be essentials, because you just never know when you may actually need them. So this one is, they are antibacterial wet ones. So if they run out of hand sanitizer, or they are somewhere and they just need to wipe their hands instead of using hand sanitizer, they have these that they can use. And lastly, flushables, because in case they go to a park or somewhere that is out of toilet paper, they will have these on hand. Their water with them at all times whenever we leave. My little checklist thing I run down with them is your waters, your snacks, your book bag, whatever we need for our travels. But water is definitely a must, no matter when we leave or how long our trip is, because I do not ever want my kids to feel thirsty. Something else I like for them to have is at least one snack with them. If we're going for like 5-10 minutes, even 20 minutes down the road, I'm not too concerned. But if we are going somewhere that's like 30 minutes or longer, I always like to make sure that they have a snack with them as well as their waters. So these go with them as well. And then the last thing is their sunglasses. I make sure my kids have sunglasses at all times, all year round, because you never know when it's going to be too bright. My kids do keep a pair of sunglasses in the house in case they are going outside on a walk or something and it's just too bright. They have sunglasses. They also will wear their sunglasses when they're running through the sprinkler, so that they don't get their eyes wet with water. So sunglasses are a must for the house. I have a pair for them in the car in case we aren't bringing their book bags, because we're only going and making a quick 5-10 minute trip. They do have sunglasses in their car, or in the car, for them to use. And I keep sunglasses in their book bags as well, because if it's too bright for them. So yeah, the sunglasses stay in their book bags as well. Alright guys, so this is what I put in my kids' backpacks. Feel free to comment down below what you would put in your kids' backpacks, or if you even think this is a good idea. I personally love this idea because, like I said, we don't always do school at home. Sometimes we go and sit at a park, or we are just on the go, and so it's great to just be able to throw any papers or books or whatever it is we need for school and just hit the road. And it is also a favorite of mine to take when we go to restaurants or long car rides, because it gives them something to do other than being on their tablets or asking my husband and I a million questions, and they are learning in the process. Now, we do also have them take their tablets with us. We let them use their tablets when they are wanting to, and that is okay by us. They do have their some school games on there that they can play and learn, as well as other games and other things for them to do to keep them busy. And so that is what will also go in. I'm not putting it in today because, as I said, it is just not needed right now. We always take it with us, but they don't always use it because sometimes they just want to do their binder book. So, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.